Good evening, cyber friend. This is Mitty Man coming at you again for Walker's Music. Yet another word for the day. Monday, Monday night edition, late night. And we want to give God all the praise and honor and glory for life, health, and strength. We thank Him. And thank Him for each and every one of you. Cyber friends, you know who you are. Just want to say a couple of things that people we want to say after this here Resurrection Sunday. We had a great time. Church service was very, very good. Very powerful. God moved on the people, and I do believe a lot of people got blessed. And it's my hope that a lot of people was healed in their bodies as well. The Spirit of God moved in the service on yesterday, mighty in a mighty way. It was a lot of, like everybody was on one accord. And wherever you got peace and harmony, you don't have no division and strife and everything. That's a good day. But something I want to say that I've been thinking about. In other words, people, we thinking about the last days, and we are in the latter days, people. According to stuff I've studied, and which have been many sources I've read and studied about the from creation of Adam, this world. In other words, it says, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. And then in the second verse it says, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. In other words, it was void. It was null and void. And we know that God doesn't make anything like void and darkness. So we know that something happened between verse 1 and verse 2 of Genesis. Now, a lot of people said that the earth is way more than 6,000 years old. And you know what? I can agree with that. The earth could be more than 6,000 years old. Because, see, it said in the beginning, God didn't have no beginning. See, God was already there. He was already existing. From everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. So when in Genesis 1 where he said, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. What he was saying was, in the earth, in the heavens beginning, in the earth beginning, God created it. So the earth could be 20 million years old. For as we know, we don't know when God created it. But we do know, according to the scripture, when he created Adam. And according to scripture, according to certain scholars, that couldn't be but about 6,000 years. If you look at it from the time of Adam's creation and the fall of man, and when he was dispersed from the garden to the time of Abraham, that should have been about 2,000 years. Because remember now, the earth was destroyed by a flood, but it was the things on the earth that was destroyed by the flood. That means all humankind and everything that breathed the breath of life in their nostrils. So we got things that was in the seas. They've been here ever since God first created it. Things that live in water. Because see, if it lived in water, therefore guess what? The flood wouldn't have killed them. So we got some animals on this earth that been here ever since God first created them. Now, I said that to say this. We know from Adam to Abraham, it's 2,000 years. That's the way we got it divided up, 2,000 years. Then we got from Abraham from Moses and the Torah, we got 2,000 years up till the coming of Messiah. In other words, from Adam to Abraham, from Abraham and Moses to the Messiah coming. When Jesus came, that was 4,000 years had passed. Jesus came on the fourth day. And since Jesus has been gone, it's been 2,000 years, according to our time calendar and sources. So what I want everybody to understand is, We are just about to go into the seventh day, which is what we got? Rest. Ain't that the millennial? The millennial is going to be rest. So we are very, very close to that right now. So we say then, why hadn't Christ come back yet? Because people, I believe it's a little bit over 2,000 years. It's a little bit over. This is my opinion. Now I said my opinion. I didn't say this is what the Bible says. This is my opinion. God is long suffering. He is not willing that none of us should perish. But people think about it. He's given us time to get right. Because don't you know, if Jesus were to come today or right now, don't you know that there are a lot of people would be lost? Everybody's not ready to meet him. Not judging anyone. Because even to my own self, we all feel sometimes that we fall short, because look, we all do fall short. But if you have confessed Christ, you don't have to worry about it, because it's what he did on Calvary that saved us. That's what saved us. But what I'm saying is there are a lot of people right now that haven't accepted Christ. This is why I believe, like I said now, this is Middleman, this ain't the Bible. I believe that God is long suffering. And one of the other reasons why I say that is because I know that God loves mankind. You think about it, people. God got to love us. Look what he did. Look what he did. You see, he made us just a little bit lower than himself. He even called us gods. We are little gods, people, because we were made in his image. Now, don't think now I'm saying that we up there equal with God. No, I didn't say. I don't want you to think that. No. But if you read the Psalms, God himself called us little gods. God did that. So I can say it with confidence because God said it. But you got to realize we are his children, right? He made us in his image. So therefore what? He is God. That will make us little bitty gods. Think about it. He the one said it, people. I'm not arguing with no theology with nobody. But God must love us. Don't you see what he did in order to get us saved? Look what he did. He left his glory. God himself, in order to save me and you, look what he went through. So that got to let you know that he loved us so much. We all got to be very special for him to do just what he did. Think about it. He got off of his throne. He wrapped himself up in a flesh body like mine to come and die the death that I should have died in his son. Jesus is God, people, in the flesh. He did that for each and every one of us. Just let you know, if he went through those great lengths for us, we got to be special. We just don't realize it. But whatever it is about us, even David said, is what is man that you are so mindful of him? David couldn't figure it out. He said, what am I, Lord, that you got so much concern with me? What about it? It's the same way that you should see it. We got to be something very special for God to went all out of his way like that to save us. That is why I believe the time is stretched and it is being extended so that none of us would perish. But people, I do believe this though. Even though God is long suffering, things got to be fulfilled. Just as it was foretold that Jesus was going to come the first time, and he came. He's coming again the second time, and he's going to come. So my heart desire is that we would all get it right. Because time is soon going to run out. Oh, yes, sir. Just like he came the first time. God got the time set to come the second time. But he's stretching it. He's stretching it as much as he can to try to get everyone to not go to the lake of fire. Now that's just what my middle man believes. That's what middle man believes. And I hope that this helps somebody. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why, but I was just inclined to do this here tonight, to speak the way I spoke, seeing that it was the Resurrection Day celebration on yesterday. You see, yesterday was the Feast of First Fruit. Jesus is the firstborn from the dead. See that? Oh, yeah. Everybody else that died is still dead. Oh, yeah. Only Jesus have risen. He is alive forevermore. Now, we're going to follow. We're going to follow. But he is the first one. So we're going to follow. That means this whole body that you see right here, oh, it's going back to the dust. But even that, when everything be rejuvenated, the refreshing of all things, even this body going to come back. I'm going to see God in this body that you see sitting right here. It's going to be rejuvenated. The spirit going to be reconnected with the body. Remember, scientists already know that in our body they call something called DNA, that they can just take one little chromosome cell out of your whole body, and they can clone a whole new person just from one little spark of your DNA. Well, guess who made the DNA? God made the DNA. So guess what? It doesn't matter what you do to this body. You can burn it. You can put it in the sea. God knows exactly where it's at. And when that time comes, my body is coming back. It's going to be reunited with my spirit. And then we're going to forever be with the Lord. Now, you know what? We can't explain and understand that, y'all. But guess what? We're going to have an eternity for Jesus to teach us all things. And we're going to have a long time to learn it. And like I say, if we don't learn it here, we will learn it there. Because we're going to have an eternity. You just think about it. We can't even think like that. Our minds are too small. That's how come I said there is nothing too hard for God. With that being said, this middleman saying whatever you get into, if God ain't in it, best you come out of it. God's going to come to nothing. To the next video, next Bible study, which I hope will be tomorrow night. This middleman saying peace. Good night.